Hey, this is Magnar, and welcome back to Magnar Plays Magnar Mod. In the last episode, we were attacked. Our peace-loving army, group of citizens were just hanging around in our own lands, minding our own business, and we were set upon by 3 stacks of Pictones. And they have come to cause us a bit of trouble. They've got about 6,000 men, and we've only got about 4,000 peace-loving citizens just hanging out here. So they're going to have to kill 1.5 on average. I don't think that should be too much of a problem, though. This army's been through quite a few wars already. It's led by the great Roman leader Lucius Libo, and I think it should be able to repel the Pictones advances. Now their general is actually quite a decent general. He's got probably about 6 to 7 command stars. I think Lucius Libo probably has 8 or 9. He's kind of just the bomb. So yeah, we kind of have an advantage, slight advantage in the command star area. Now I'm playing, of course, with the patch 15 beta. And one of the big things that it has added for battles is something that a lot of people have been waiting for quite a while, and that is fire at will. So you can just click on a unit, not this unit of course, because it has no ammunition. It is not a missile unit. But if we click on a missile unit, we can see here now there is a fire at will button. Yay! People have been wanting that right from the start, and SEGA have finally listened. Well, not finally listened, I'm sure they've been working on it before they released it for quite some time. So they have finally released it, which is great news. Okay, so let's just set up the line, the main line, again with the Principes in the front. Okay, I might have used this Legio Lineata on the flank as well. Okay, so now we have, moving down a bit. Give some room for the Hastati to get in there. Okay, so Hastati in. Also, while we're fighting the battle, I'll be talking a bit about the new projectile system that we will be implementing and how it will differ and how it will work a little bit. And if you're interested in that kind of thing, because it won't be quite like vanilla. Vanilla is like everyone kind of gets a similar kind of thing, and then like if you're experienced or if you're a later unit, you get an improved version or an elite version of the same weapon. Ours is going to work quite a bit different, as we will do with pretty much everything. Now this terrain, before I get into all that, this terrain here, it looks like a really good terrain for setting an ambush. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Well, not an ambush per se, but I'm going to set a little, I'm going to use the terrain to my advantage and set up some little cavalry hiding spots so the AI doesn't really know what's going to hit them. So there's a place just there. I can put probably 2 units in here even. Yeah, let's grab them. Actually, I probably want to have a melee cavalry on the other flank. I don't want to just put all my cavalry in one flank. That could cause issues if they did the same to the opposite flank. So let's put them over here. So just so many places to hide some cavalry. It's great. Big mistake from the Pictones assaulting me here. Okay, so now I'll put these slingers. I'm going to set up a skirmish line. So I'm going to put them up the front on the hill with a skirmish unit in front as well, and they will retreat pretty damn quickly, I'm guessing. I actually may even stagger the slingers, so if one gets charged by cavalry, the other one can kind of support it while it runs away. Now for the levy slingers, the citizen, the noble Romans, not slingers, noble Roman levy spearmen, levy javeliners, I would say, the skirmishers, they're going to go on the flank. Okay, so now we've got a bit of a spread out army, but I think it can do pretty well. I'm going to just group these guys as well. Should I need to advance, I don't want to have to manage that formation. Alright, let's lock and load. Yeah, so one of the big things you'll notice once we release 2.35 with the missiles, more specifically focusing on the javelins, the skirmishers, people throwing javelins, is that the amount of ammunition javelin units will get will be significantly reduced. I think in this we have like, let's see, where's the ammunition there? 9 ammunition for these levy skirmishers, which is ridiculous. They would never be able to hold 9 javelins. So we will be putting that back down to historic numbers, probably 2, 3, no more than 4 for your average javelin. Of course, chariots will get more because, as you can see on the chariot, there's a big giant basket on the back which could carry javelins. So they will still get a decent number of javelins, as will elephants, those kind of things where they could actually hold a lot. Now, to compensate, so that javelins don't become, skirmish units don't become absolutely useless, we're also making the types of javelins more specific to the types of units, so they've still got a purpose. Now, javelins will be more deadly. They will pretty much, if they hit you, not in the shield, but if they hit you, hit the unit, then they will probably kill you the majority of the time. I mean, it's pretty hard. Even if you have okay armor, you get a javelin into you, you're going to be pretty hurt. Probably not going to be able to carry on the battle. So yeah, they're going to be really a lot more deadly. Hopefully you won't see too many units with multiple javelins running around. Well, in the shield, but not in the actual man themselves. So yeah, they'll be more deadly, and that's why. So 2 or 3 javelins, being the probably more historic numbers, won't be so bad. Okay, so now these guys are trying to just chill out and kind of get their forces all together. Well, so I don't want them to do that so much without any pressure. I'm just going to charge these slingers up and engage their slingers, try force them to move before they are ready, see if that does anything. Now, these guys have 2 units of chariots, and chariots are a bit of a pain. I haven't really gone in and rebalanced the chariots, nor the elephants for that matter, so they can be a real pain to kill, so I'm going to have to keep an eye on them and have a contingency plan to take care of the chariots. Okay, so the other part of the javelin overhaul is that it will no longer be all your javelins pretty much being relatively similar, except one doing a bit more damage than the other. We're tying damage to the velocity, the speed of the projectile when it's shot or thrown, if you will. I mean, there will be some kind of normalizing values there to make sure it's not too extreme. But essentially it's speed and mass which will determine the... Oh, I've got trails on again. I've got to turn these trails off. Okay, options. Game settings? Nope, that's not it. Battle interface. Yes. Projectile trails go away. That's projectile trails are used for testing the missile stuff. So it's on when I'm not playing, and when I play I don't like it on, so let's have it not on for now. Yeah, so there will be 2 major, well, 3 real big influences on a number of different areas of each missile, and that will be, of course, the quality of the weapon. It's not really for the thrown weapons because they're all going to be... These slingers aren't doing anything. The quality of a javelin, they're pretty much all relatively similar, but things for like bows and such, where a bow could be a very, very expensive weapon, they will their quality will factor much more into... hey, look at this, my little skirmish phase actually worked, and they're actually doing something. Oh, no, they've got cavalry there, run away. Yeah, so the quality won't factor into the javelins, but it will factor into the bows, so the better quality bows will have better features to it. So that's one part, is for all missiles will be the quality. Now, for javelins specifically, a huge influence of the ability, I guess, the range of a javelin will be limited by whether that unit is wearing armor, and also, I mean, when I say armor, I mean relatively heavy armor, or armor that is going to restrict their movement. So like chainmail fits into that, or a bronze breastplate. Also, your linothorax, leather thorax, all those kind of stuff. They all figure into that. That's going to restrict their ability to throw javelins. I think we've got it currently. That's going to be like a 30% reduction, I think, to the range of the javelin. And the other one will be if you're a mounted unit. So if you're a cavalry unit, you're going to have much less range because you can't use the full motion of your body to fling those javelins. You kind of have to. Okay, what's going on here? Yeah, so throwing a javelin, you use pretty much your whole body to kind of generate all this force behind it. It's not just your arm. And so we're reflecting that with this. So if you're on a horse, you can't use your whole body to fling a javelin. I mean, sure, you get a little bonus because your horse is running probably faster than you could run when you're throwing the javelin. But so you'll get a 20%, I think, reduction if the unit is a cavalry unit, which means cavalry will have to go up closer to throw their javelins, which is, incidentally, what cavalry did. Okay, run away, guys. Run away. All of you run away. I think I'm too late. I should split them, actually. Split them. What's going on here? Oh, shit, they've actually flanked me. Oh, I didn't even see that. Okay, guys, get in there. So cavalry would run up really close, and they would fire from pretty much point-blank range. That was their real benefit to cavalry. It wasn't that they... what are these guys doing? Just charge in there and kill them. It wasn't that they could hold more. It was more that they could get closer to fire. So cavalry would also be the same. They'll have lower range. Oh, this was a really bad idea to do skirmishing without cavalry support. Guys, run away, all of you, quickly. Oh, no. Luckily, they're all just Soki. They're not actually anything I can't replace, but they are getting absolutely destroyed here. This was a terrible idea. I think I also need to work on the unit speeds a bit, vary them a bit more, because these guys aren't really getting away too quickly. I mean, that will be a part of it. We're actually factoring unit mass and such into it. Okay, here comes the fire at will from the Starty. They are now firing. Well, some of them are firing. Some of them are just holding shields up. Okay, so there's also another aspect to it, to the ability, to the javelin's strength, which will also be the unit's training level. So if a unit is really well trained, they're going to be able to throw javelins further than if a unit is not well trained. On the other hand, oh shit, I got to stop talking and start fighting. Come on, guys, we're getting flanked. Get over there. Let's reform these triari. So their cavalry is pretty much... Oh, man. Get out of there. Who else is there? All of you, just run. I've lost my skirmish cavalry. Me talking too much has really been a disaster here. Okay, these are skirmish. These are just levy freemen. They should be able to rout from a good old cavalry charge. Okay, let's set up a new line. Oh shit, oh no, I was too busy talking to notice that I was just getting destroyed here. And their cavalry over here have also taken it to me. That is weird. Did you see that? They were hidden right there, right next to my unit. I think they were even walking through my units without me seeing them. Okay, let's just get over and... We're going to have to help all these guys out. We're getting absolutely destroyed here. Get over and help them out. You guys as well, get over and help them out. What a disaster this has been. What a disaster indeed. Okay, run over there. Stop running away. Just run over here. Oh no. Oh no. Getting destroyed. Okay. Spearmen over to the cavalry. Oh, this was not expected. And where is my cavalry gone? I can't see them. Okay, now that okay, I'm gonna have to break their center. They're kind of taking me on the flanks really well, which means I really have to jump into the center, into the. Oh, they're really coming. These guys, okay, they need support. Oh, they're gonna rout. These cavalry here are already engaged. Run away, guys. Where are you? I can't see these guys anywhere. Oh, they're way over there. Okay. What can I do? I can come around here. Okay, their cavalry are gone now. Excellent. Now I can get rid of these cavalry and stop engaging with them and use the... Okay, they're broken. Excellent. Use my triari that are over here to engage the main force and just hold them. That's what triari are good for. They're good for holding. Okay, now we're going to break their swordsmen in the middle. Charge. Getting smashed is what we are. Getting absolutely smashed. Charge in there, guys. Okay, they're routing. Okay, if we can break this left flank assault of theirs. No, run away. Okay, I'm trying to keep my missile units alive, but they're kind of getting all caught up in the combat here. So if I can... What's going on here? Oh, that's mine. Oh, excellent. They can come in now. Okay, let's just put them in a place where they can actually do something and they can use their missiles. I really should have paid more attention to the battle. That was my bad. Okay, they're winning there. Okay, we're winning all the flanks. It's just that they got the numbers everywhere. You guys can push straight up. Hit their reinforcements before they can do any damage. Okay, so they got their swordsman there. Let's get some missile fire on the flank. Okay, they're all starting to run. Excellent. They're all running. Also good. Okay. Oh, we've got guys fighting over here now. Oh, my general's under attack. That's not good. Okay. Let's move him away. Okay, got some pulley cavalry we can send in. I don't really want to. Triari here should be coming in to fight. Not these skirmishers. Oh, the skirmishers aren't good. Okay, good. Whew, I think we've salvaged. I think I've salvaged the battle. The battle's okay now. We can rest up a little bit. What's this? Lugae. And I probably want to reform now. I don't want to get suckered out too much. Oh, there's a huge battle happening up here. This one Triari unit is holding off a bunch of levies. Doing quite well with it as well. I mean, they are very experienced. I guess this battle was won just because I had the more experienced units, which were able to kind of deal with it. Okay, they're shattered. Okay, get back. Get everyone back. Let's reform. The enemy's going to reform now and make another attack, as they do in this mod. They reform quite a bit. So you really need to use your cavalry to chase them down, but I didn't really want to do that in this one because they had more reinforcements coming and I wasn't really sure how far away they were. I don't want to get the cavalry caught in that kind of a situation. But I think it's safe to say this was a bit of a disaster, this battle. A little bit of a disaster. Okay, they're not going to let me run back and reform, so I'm going to have to engage them myself. Let's send another unit in there to assist. Okay, what's happening over here? These mercenary Scutari, they can come back a bit further as well. And same with these guys. Okay. Here comes the second wave. I better get a line set up to deal with it. Yeah, so if you're watching this, this is an example of how not to fight a battle, I guess. Okay, I'm getting flanked here. Have I got cavalry somewhere here I can utilize? Yes, here we go. Let's send them in to take the flank out. Actually, I'll send the infantry in there closer. They'll get there first sooner. Okay, I'm going to charge in here. And I'll also charge their flank. And that should take them down. Yeah, they're gone. Ooh, I'm gone. Ouch. Okay, let's reposition these Triari on the hill. I was hoping the Hastati could survive a little longer, just long enough for these guys to get into engage, but that wasn't the case, so being smashed. Yeah, so now I can talk a bit more about the missiles. Yeah, so there'll be those different types of missiles for different types of units. So you'll have a real purpose for those light javeliners, those light skirmishing units, because not only will they be faster, as they are in vanilla, they're also faster, but they will also be able to throw their javelins further. Now, there's also going to be different types of javelins, of course. You're going to have, you know, your pylums and your light pylums, and you'll have your... also have like your iron javelins, like the soliferum used by the Iberians, which was like a thin javelin which was entirely made out of iron. And you'll also have your you know, your light javelins and normal javelins, but then you've also got new ones like the lonch, which was a very common Greek javelin to use, which was like heavy. It was pretty much just like a spear. Which wasn't able to be thrown far, but it was like big. It was like a man-height spear. It was, yeah, you couldn't really throw it as far as you could, say, a light javelin, but it packed a bigger punch. It was heavier, so we'll have that in there as well. Okay, let's move guys up to flank. How are we looking? What have we got here? Slingers. Okay, cavalry can take care of slingers. Yeah, so that should add some nice variety to the missile combat and give you like that purpose for a number of different types of units, depending on the situation. Okay, this cavalry don't really need to do anything there. What have we got coming? Oh, more Lugui. That's good. I've got the Triari there. They can engage. And they're going to run pretty quickly. So arrows will work a little bit differently. The arrows will not be limited by horseback or so much, maybe a little bit by armor, maybe a little bit by horseback. I haven't really gotten to the exact figures, but they will be more determined by the quality of the bow rather than the man. Maybe a bit of accuracy. The men will, you know, their training will improve the accuracy, but the range won't be so much determined by the person firing it, more so the quality of the bow that is firing it. So they will work different to javelins, and there'll be a few different systems there, which we haven't quite fleshed out all of them yet. But yeah, it should be interesting once we get into the test build of it. Anyway, so that was that victory, that really badly fought battle by me. Yeah, that was terrible. I got too much talking about the projectile system rather than looking at what was happening on the battle. I thought I was going to ambush them, and in fact they ambushed me. I couldn't really keep track of where everything was and what was happening, so that was yeah. Bad. All right. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode.